Hayden first came to me about 2.5 years ago. He was born with cerebral palsy, and when he first came to me, he was a sad little boy. He was incapable of turning very well. He couldn't turn his head. He had some difficulty with his eyes. He was unable to speak, of course, and above all seemed very introverted and locked into himself. The work that I do actually with babies is the Anat Baniel method for children, and it's based on the work of Dr. Feldenkrais. Anat Baniel was one of Dr. Moshe Feldenkrais's students, and Hayden has improved incredibly. I think it's largely due to his amazing family, his parents, his older sister, who have faithfully supported him and stuck with Feldenkrais, stuck with Anat Baniel method. I've seen improvements in Hayden being able to roll over, to turn. He came to sitting. He was able to squat. He was able to come onto his knees. Then he began to side sit, and he now can pull himself up. He's got a ways to go before he's going to walk. But the most extraordinary thing is that Hayden has become a comfortable, happy, easygoing, content human being. What does that say? Cat. Very good, Hayden. You're such a good reader. I just can't believe you. I also work with a young baby called Matthew. Matthew also was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at birth. Just in a few lessons, I've only seen him for 5 or 6 lessons at this time. And the difference in his affect, the difference in his ability to roll from side to side, to connect with himself. He brought his foot to his mouth for the first time the other day, and he couldn't believe it. He was just delighted. It was just the most extraordinary discovery. Who knew that I had a foot and that I could put it in my mouth? He also, of course, began to bring his own hand to his mouth, and again, he explores everything with his mouth. That is how an infant begins to learn about the world, through the mouth. The hand to the mouth, the food to the mouth, the nipple to the mouth, everything to the mouth. And eventually we become more autonomous. So Matthew, I think, is also going to improve a tremendous amount. Many of the therapists that he's worked with say they can't believe that in just a few lessons what a transformation they've seen in Matthew. And I think he's really going to do great. So I'm very excited to be working with him, and his mother and father and his caretaker are very, very supportive, and they have a tremendous amount of positive attitude, and that helps a lot.
Oh my goodness, what about this sitting bone? What about this sitting bone? Let's go back where Mommy is. Ah, there's Mommy again. There's Mommy again.
Now we're starting to get a bit of a back on you.
My son Matthew is 18 months old and he has cerebral palsy. He was diagnosed about 4 months ago. We noticed immediately, since we've been bringing him to Krish, that Matthew is more relaxed. He's more aware of his surroundings. He really seems to be more comfortable in his own body. Matthew has improved greatly with his sleeping. For the first time, he was sleeping through the night. Matthew is also deaf, but he has been making more and different sounds since we've been seeing Krish. He's also really increased his head control. That's something that has been a significant change for us and helping with his ability to roll over. Mateo, where's Mama?
Mateo, arriba, 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 arriba.